In exercise 8-27, we're doing dollar value LIFO. So instead of keeping track of the specific units, now we're doing it on base year cost in order to do this. And so in order to do that, we need to do several indexes. So 8-27 is a good example of how to do it. And it says Mercury Corporation has only one inventory pool. On December 31st of 2021, Mercury adopted dollar value LIFO inventory method. The inventory on hand on that date using dollar value LIFO method was $200,000. Inventory data are as follows. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we have to create an index. And for the first year, it's pretty easy because we've got 200,000 divided by 200,000. And this is the amount, and so our index is 1. And so in 2021, we have 200,000 times 1 is 200,000. So that's our inventory in 2021. Now 2022 and beyond will become a little more complicated. So in 2022, we take our year-end value, which is 231,000, and we divide that by the base year cost, which would be 220,000. And when we do that, we get an index of 1.05 or 5%. So now we look at the 220, the ending inventory at base year cost, 220 minus the 200 that we had here before. So we're going to use the 200,000, from our base year times an index of 1 is 200,000. And then we do the difference between the 220 and the 200, which will be 20,000 times 1.05. And that will be 21,000. And that gives us inventory for 2022 of 221,000. So then in 2023, we're going to have the index of 299 divided by 260,000. And that's going to equal 1.15. Okay, so now the base year difference is 40,000, right? Because we've got the 260 minus the 220. So the first 200,000 is the index of 1 is 200,000. And the second 20,000 is the index of 1.05. And that equals the 21, which we calculated before. Then we get to the last one, which is the 40,000, the 260 minus the 220, times our new index, 1.15. And that equals 46,000. We add that together, and we should get 267,000. For that's our 2023. And then finally, move this up just a little bit. We do the 2024, index, so that's 300,000 divided by 250,000. And so our index in that year is 1.2. But you'll notice that 250 is less than 260, so it becomes a moot point. So now our inventory becomes 200,000 times the 1, or 200, becomes the 20,000 times 1.05 is the 21,000. And then finally, we're only going to have 30,000. We had to subtract 250 is 10 less. So we're not adding a pool here. We're actually taking away from one of the pools, times 1.15. And that will be 34,500. And that comes out to 255,500. So that is dollar value LIFO, and that's a pretty good example of how to use it.